Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Lawrence Luckinbill, Margaret Impert, Andrew Robinson, Larry Bishop, Jim McMullen, Jenny O'Hara, Char Fontaine. Tonight's episode, Echo of a Distant Battle.
Barnaby, he lives in this apartment building, apartment 213.
You sure it's Henderson?
A girl I talked to at the pool identified his photo, only,
Only what?
well, she said he calls himself Harley Jessup. Figures he changed his name.
Is he home?
I checked the garage, his car's there.
Well, let's go have a talk with him.
I'm telling you, someone's looking for me.
How do you know?
Someone's been around this place asking questions about me.
Who?
I don't know for sure, but I think we both have a pretty good idea.
All right, I'll see what I can find out. In the meantime, you just play it cool.
That's easy for you to say. I'm the one they're looking for.
We're in this together, remember?
Yeah, just so you remember, too. I'll be in touch.
Good morning.
I don't know what you're selling, but I don't want any.
I don't make my living that way. I am a private investigator. Barnaby Jones this is my associate, Jedediah Jones. We'd like to talk to you.
About what?
A man named Colby Warner.
Warner? Never heard of him.
He was a captain in Vietnam. According to the Army, he and a corporal named Lee Henderson escaped from a military stockade in Saigon together. Neither man has been heard of since.
So what do you want from me? I told you I don't know him.
I think you do. As a matter of fact, we think that you're the corporal that escaped with him, Lee Henderson.
And I think you're crazy. My name is Jessup, Harley Jessup, and I've never been in Vietnam or the Army. Take a walk.
Then this isn't a photo of you?
All right. So there's something like this. So what?
I think there's more than that, and it wouldn't take us long to prove it, so why don't we come in and talk? I'll try to cut him off.
Henderson, I'm armed. I just want to talk to you about Captain Warner. Henderson, stop! Barnaby?
Who is he?
A bystander. Innocent bystander. Get an ambulance.
It's too late, Barnaby. He's dead.
My client's name is Dorothy Warner.
You'll have to speak up, Mr. Jones.
Warner. Dorothy Warner. Her husband, Captain Colby Warner, is listed as missing in action.
And she hired you to find him.
Will you give him a chance to finish, please?
Mrs. Warner won't believe that her husband is dead until she has some proof. She and her father-in-law have made 2 trips to Vietnam, and on the last one, they got some new information from the Red Cross.
What kind of information?
The arm... Maybe I better have some water, John.
The Army released a report that Captain Warner's name appeared on a list of deserters rounded up in Saigon, and that later he escaped with a Corporal Lee Henderson. Now, Mrs. Warner found out that Henderson was living in Los Angeles, and she came here to look for him. When she couldn't find him herself, she hired Barnaby.
And you found this Corporal Henderson?
He had been living here under the name of Harley Jessup. So, we went to talk to him, and Lieutenant Biddle was arrested.
The DA's office would like to hear it in your own words, Mr. Jones.
After we showed him a picture of himself taken in Vietnam, he tried to run away, and I caught up with him in the subterranean garage. I called out to him that all that I wanted to do was to ask him about Captain Warner. And suddenly he started firing at me, and finally I had to use my own gun.
But it was in self-defense.
Were you an actual witness to the shooting?
No.
Go on, Mr. Jones.
I fired a warning shot, which apparently ricocheted off some overhead pipes, and it...
I believe his name was William Kelly.
Yeah. William Kelly. Who, must have walked into the garage just as I fired.
That's it?
What more do you want, Coburn? You got your statement.
That'll be all, thank you. Mr. Jones, do you always use your gun so freely?
Freely?
You heard me. You always fire without any regard to innocent bystanders.
There was no one else around at the time, Mr. Coburn.
Coburn, I've known Barnaby for nearly 20 years. There's not a mark on his record.
What do you call killing an innocent man, Lieutenant?
It was an accident.
Try telling that to his family. Mr. Jones, my office intends to handle this case just as it would any other investigation.
I wouldn't expect you to do anything else.
Good. Because if I discover even the slightest hint of negligence on your part, I'm not only going to have your license, I'm going to prosecute you for negligent homicide. Is that understood?
Every word.
In the meantime, I want you to take his gun, Lieutenant Biddle.
Now, wait a minute. He's had a license to carry a gun since before you were in diapers.
Then we'll just have to revoke that license.
He's right, Lieutenant. I'd rather have it that way.
You'll be hearing from my office.
Barnaby, it was an accident, and you know it.
Yeah. Doesn't really change anything, does it?
Barnaby, don't keep doing that to yourself.
You get in touch with his family?
We're still trying to locate his next of kin. He's from Kansas City.
How old was he?
28.
28. I remember when my son was that age. He had his whole life ahead of him. His whole life.
Match point, Tiger.
Good game, Tiger.
Not good enough.
Well, it could have gone either way.
Oh, thanks. That's what I need, a stiff dose of charity.
Come and get it. Don't you think that's enough in this heat?
It is for me.
Who what?
Who do you think? Does he ever lose at anything, Adrian?
I once beat him at backgammon.
That's because you cheated.
I didn't cheat. I just gave myself a handicap.
You see why I have to stay on my toes, Tiger?
Actually, I should be insulted, Elliot.
Why is that?
Oh, usually when we play, you at least pretend to concentrate. Today, it's obvious your mind was a million miles away.
That's true, Elliot. Ever since that call this morning, you seem preoccupied.
All right. I confess. My mind was somewhere else. Zurich.
Not gold again.
The office called and said that if it keeps going up, we're going to have a 50% profit by the end of the month.
I wish I had that problem.
I gave you a chance to come in with me.
You don't have to rub it in. You know, the trouble with old money, Elliot, it always feels more at home tucked away in old investment houses. Dark, dreary, and very safe. But you never had to worry about that.
That's right, Tiger. All my money dates back to me myself.
Elliot, isn't that friend of yours, Harley?
He's not a friend of mine. He's just a very good mechanic. I asked him to check out a sports car I'm thinking of buying. Darling, do me a favor. Take Neil inside and make him a real drink. This won't take a minute.
He came out of nowhere riding a white horse. No one knew where he was from, only where he was going. An old Latin something or other.
Well, why didn't you wear your tennis gear? We could have played a few sets.
There's been some problem.
I know. I heard the news. Seems our friend Kelly got himself killed.
Yeah, he must have been watching my place.
Yeah, it seems that way. What about this detective? Was his name Jones? Did he talk to you?
Yeah, he had a picture of me and everything, and so I split. Look, I gotta leave town for a while.
No, don't do that. If there's trouble, I'm gonna need your help. You're the only one I can count on.
I can't go back to my place. I'm telling you, Jones knows me.
All right, find another place where you're not known. And don't go back to your old hangouts. You need money?
Yeah, I just about run out of that last 1,000 you sent me.
I'll take care of it. When you get yourself settled, get in touch with me. But do it by phone this time. I don't want to see you around here anymore.
Okay. What about this Jones?
As far as I'm concerned, we owe Jones a favor for taking care of Kelly for us. And I heard on the news the DA is considering criminal charges against him. I don't think we have to worry about Jones anymore.
You're dropping the case?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Warner, but the one lead we had, I let get away, and then I wound up killing an innocent man.
I understand how you feel, Mr. Jones. This may sound selfish of me. After all these years, I finally felt that I was close to finding out what happened to my husband. What am I going to do now?
There are a lot of other private investigators, very excellent ones.
I'm sure there are. You seem to understand my problem. I was depending on you very much.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
You know what's bothering me about this thing, Barnaby? Why did Henderson react the way he did? I mean, I can understand him not wanting to answer our questions or telling us to leave, you know, but why did he run the way he did and start shooting at you? Don't you find that curious?
He was a deserter, Jedediah.
Well, there are quite a few deserters. I just don't think many of them carried guns. I mean, it's not like we were from the FBI. We couldn't do anything to him. We just wanted to find out about Captain Warner.
You know, I thought about that myself, Mr. Jones, and it made me believe that if Colby's still alive, he must be in some terrible kind of trouble. And Henderson has something to do with it.
Mrs. Warner, we have not uncovered one shred of evidence to indicate that your husband is still alive. Now, maybe it's best that you accept the fact that he isn't and let it rest and go on and live your life.
No, I can't do that. Not without real proof. Mr. Jones, the Army is calling Colby a deserter. His own father, who was always so proud of him, is beginning to believe it. Well, I don't care if he's a deserter. If he's in trouble, I want to help him. Mr. Jones, I don't care what he's done. I want him back.
JR, here's the information you asked for.
Oh, thank you.
What information is that?
I thought I'd do a little checking on William Kelly out of curiosity, Barnaby.
It paid off.
From Kansas City. Worked as a mechanic, no immediate family. Wait a minute. Kelly and Lee Henderson were in the same outfit in Vietnam.
Let me see that.
You know the odds against that being a coincidence?
Barnaby, if Henderson and Kelly did know each other, then there's a good chance that Kelly was not just an innocent bystander.
Yes, but we don't know that for sure, do we?
Well, don't you think it's worth finding out? Barnaby, what are you going to do? Just give up? You're going to spend the rest of your life drowning in guilt and feeling sorry for yourself?
He's right. At least find out if there's a connection between the two men.
Please, Mr. Jones.
All right, I'll see what I can find out.
Yeah, that's him.
All the rotten luck.
Now, the police said you'd be coming in from Kansas City to claim the body. They couldn't find any next of kin.
He didn't have any. He was an orphan.
Oh, that's too bad. You gonna take the body back with you?
We're not sure. We might even bury him here.
Well, you'll have to sign this form. It just said that you'll be responsible for all the expenses.
The man who shot him. Barnaby Jones? You know him?
Only by reputation. He's been in business a long time.
How many other guys has he sent here?
Listen, son, I don't know what you're thinking, but Jones is a good man. This was an accident. A tragic one, but an accident.
That may be true, but I'd say my friend got the short end of the stick. Wouldn't you? We'll make arrangements for the body. Thank you.
What are we gonna do now?
Pick up where Kelly left off?
I mean about Jones.
And what do you think?
Morning.
Hey, I remember you. You were the guy who was asking for Harley yesterday.
Good memory. Can I sit down?
Oh, be my guest. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What's it like being a private detective? I mean, is it really exciting?
Well, it has its moments, I suppose.
Good morning.
I know who you are. I saw you talking to the police yesterday, remember? What do you want?
I was wondering if I could get a look at Henderson, Harley Jessup's apartment.
Why don't you go up and ask him?
I think we both know that he hasn't come back.
And you expect me to let you in?
I was hoping, yes.
Well, you sure have your nerve. After what you did to that young fella yesterday, if I say no, you're gonna shoot me too?
It wasn't like that.
I know what it was like. I saw that kid laying in a pool of blood. I even had to wash it down after they took him away. Tell me, Jones, how'd you sleep last night?
I didn't. Thank you for all your help.
I hear the DA is investigating this. Well, I hope he puts you away, Jones. And I don't ever want to see you around here again. If I do, I'm gonna call the police. You got that?
Well, thank you for the information.
Name's Della, 323. My apartment number. Listen, maybe sometime we can get together and you can tell me about all your adventures.
That sounds like a nice way to spend an evening. I'll see you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Barnaby, any luck with the manager?
No.
Well, I might have something. A girl I was just talking to said that Henderson had a girlfriend who used to come around here a lot, and they got to talking a few times at the pool.
Does she know her name?
Just her first name, Candy. Got to talking about jobs once, and Miss Candy said she was a dancer.
Did you happen to mention where she worked?
Uh-huh. A place called the Body Palace.
Hey. Hey, what happened?
I had to find a place to stay. Has there been anyone around here looking for me?
No. Harley, what's this all about?
It's nothing.
Hey, some guy gets killed and you say...
Come on, beautiful. I'm telling you, there's nothing to worry about. Now, why don't you go change and I'll show you my new place. I mean, it's not much, but it's comfortable.
Okay. Look, I've got 2 more numbers to do. You wait for me?
Are you kidding?
Got it. Hello? May I ask who's calling, please? 1 second. Elliot. It's that Harley. Shall I tell him that you're busy?
No, I'll take it. Probably just something about the car. Hello? I thought I told you to call me only at the office.
I tried, but your secretary said you wouldn't be in today.
All right. What is it?
I found the place. You better take down the number.
Yeah, go ahead.
555-6128. I'm also gonna need that money.
You'll get it. I've got some news for you, too. Curtis and Parker are in town.
They're here? How do you know?
Called Curtis's wife in Kansas City, said I was an old friend. You just keep your eyes open.
Elliot, I don't like what's happening. First Kelly, now the others. What if they find me?
You just make sure they don't. Remember Nam, Corporal? We kept our eyes open, we were very careful, and we came through without a scratch. Works the same way back here.
I hope you're right.
I can't afford to be wrong. I'll be in touch. You're working very hard.
I'm writing out the invitations for our party.
What party?
Our first anniversary. Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Oh, yes. I did. And how could I? This has been the happiest year of my life.
Mine, too. Is there anyone in particular you want to invite?
Oh, just the usual 400 or 500.
No, I mean any of your friends.
I thought your friends were my friends.
They are, but... Elliot, you must have known someone before you met me.
Let me think. No one at all.
Elliot, I'm serious. Do you know that I have never met a single friend of yours? It's almost as if you didn't exist until you popped up at that boring party and asked me out. Do you know what they call you at the club?
I can imagine.
The Great Gatsby. No, that's the truth. The man of mystery. No past, only a present.
Do they also say that I made it on my own, without any help from your family?
They do give you some credit for that.
Good. What else do they say?
That you probably did something unspeakable in your past.
No question about it.
And that you don't make your money trading gold, but in organized crime.
I confess, I am public enemy number 1.
And
And what?
it'll all come crashing down one day. I'll wake up, and you'll be gone.
Do you believe that?
No.
But I'd feel better knowing a little more about you.
All right, I'll make a deal with you. Some night when you can't sleep, I'll tell you the story of my life. I guarantee it. You'll doze off before you know it.
Elliot, be serious.
I am. Honey, if I don't talk about my past, maybe it's because I'm not that proud of it. As far as I'm concerned, my life began the day I met you. You're the only thing in this world that I care about. Do you buy that?
I'd be crazy not to.
You hurry up.
Relax, will you? The answering service said the secretary's out to lunch and there's nobody else in the office. Let's go. Hey, check those files. I'm gonna see what's in here. Stop looking. Is that it? Our old friend, Corporal Henderson's file.
Barnaby, you back already?
The owner says her last name is Harper. Jedediah?
I heard you, Barnaby. Harper.
Miss Harper, my name is Barnaby Jones. This is Jedediah Jones.
Good for you, fellas.
I understand that you go with Harley Jessup.
Jessup? No. Name doesn't ring any bells.
Candy, why are you protecting him?
Jedediah.
There he is. Barnaby's a dead end. We've got him trapped.
Look out, Jedediah. Stay down! You all right?
Yeah.
Let that be a lesson to you. Never chase an armed man unless you have a gun. Let me understand you, Mr. Warner. You're saying you want me to stop looking for your son?
That's right, Mr. Jones.
Why?
How many disappointments can we take? I was so proud of my son. I remember when he told us he wanted to make the military a career. His mother was against it. She was afraid of what might happen to him. But That day he became an officer was one of the proudest days of our lives.
I'm sure it was, Mr. Warner.
I didn't want to lose him, but if it had to be, well, then at least I'd be left with the memory of a brave man, not of a deserter.
Dad, if he did desert, there's a chance he's still alive.
And hiding from his own family? From you?
We don't have all the circumstances of the case, and it's possible we never will.
And maybe that's for the best. To tell you the truth, Mr. Jones, I'm just afraid of finding out anything else.
Well, I'm not. If all this leads to finding Colby, I don't care what else we discover. Mr. Jones, I hired you, and I want you to stay on the case.
That's good enough for me.
Barnaby, I went back to the Body Palace, and the bartender told me that Candy left with Henderson. He must have picked her up after we lost him.
Were you able to get her address?
Yeah, but she's not there. But I'll stay on it.
Betty, I'm going with Dorothy to talk to a Major Scott. He served with Captain Warner in Vietnam, and he may know something. We'll need the Henderson file in case the Major wants to take a look at it. Mr. Warner, would you like us to drop you off at your hotel?
If it's not out of your way.
No, not at all.
Barnaby, the Henderson file, it isn't here.
You sure you put it back?
I'm positive Oh, wait a minute. When I came back from lunch this afternoon, the door was open, and so was the file drawer. I almost had the feeling someone had been here.
It's very interesting.
You think Henderson could have gotten somebody to steal it for him?
That's possible. Or else we're not the only ones interested in him.
Damn, Jones knows less about where Henderson is than we do.
No other address on him?
Just the one Kelly had.
Does it say who Jones is working for?
Dorothy Warner. She's looking for her MIA husband, Captain Warner.
Well, where do we go now?
You remember the time Kelly called us and wanted to take Henderson by himself?
Yeah. You told him to wait until we got out here.
Where did you say Henderson was at the time?
Working out at a gym.
That's right. You remember how Henderson was always pushing weights in Nam? Well, it looks like he's still doing the same thing here. We just have to figure out where he works out.
You know how many gyms there are in this town?
Teddy, it doesn't make any difference. We just start with the ones closest to his apartment. Come on.
That's room service. Order me some champagne. The French kind.
Hello?
Let me speak to Elliot, please.
He's not here right now. I don't expect him till later this evening.
This is Harley. We tell him to give me a call as soon as he gets in.
Is there anything I can tell him?
Just tell him it's important.
Does he have the...
How long are we just gonna sit around here?
Well, maybe I'll go work off some steam.
Well, that's great. What am I supposed to do? Just sit around and watch the paint peel off the walls?
Well, you could find a market. We don't have anything to eat.
You don't have any plates or silverware either. You sure have a weird idea of comfortable. I think I'm going back to my place.
Can't go anywhere near that place. Don't you think Jones has your address by now?
Harley, you're hurting me.
Sorry.
Hey, maybe if I knew what it was about, I could help you.
It's something that happened a long time ago. The less you know about it, the better.
Take over, Mac. Mr. Jones?
Major Scott, Dorothy's been telling me a lot about you.
Only believe the good stuff. You're looking beautiful today.
You don't look so bad yourself.
I need that. Why don't we sit down?
That's quite a game.
Yeah, can you believe they're thinking of trading me to the Lakers?
Well, from what I've seen, the Lakers could use you.
Well, Mr. Jones, I don't know what else I can tell you about Colby that I haven't already told Dorothy.
When is the last time you saw Captain Warner?
It was 1972, March 6th. I remember it exactly because Colby just come in from a patrol and I was just going out on one, and we had coffee. He filled me in on the terrain. He said it was crazy out there. There was Viet Cong everywhere, only you couldn't see them until they were right on top of you. He was right, because later that afternoon, my entire company got pinned down near the Delta. I lost 15 men, not counting the wounded. And that's where I got it.
But about 6 months later, Captain Warner's company was all but wiped out in a similar battle.
Yeah, that's right.
But he was never accounted for. You have any ideas on that?
Yeah, war keeps lousy books. Bodies disappear, soldiers get captured, lost.
Desert, run away?
No, not Colby. I knew him too many years to believe that.
What about the report that he was picked up in Saigon later and escaped?
Well, if you believe all the reports the Army issued, you end up talking to yourself.
You ever run into a Corporal Henderson?
Well, I heard about him, that's all. He was in another company.
What about a soldier named William Kelly?
Kelly. That name's familiar. Wait, he was a sergeant. He was part of the Wild Bunch.
The Wild Bunch?
That was a name given to a handful of men who were always getting into some kind of trouble. As a matter of fact, Henderson was part of that group. Let's see, there was Joe Collins. He got killed later. Ron Curtis, and a Ted Parker. I don't remember the others.
What kind of trouble?
You name it. Black marketing, drugs, stealing. You see, Mr. Jones, it was an unpopular war. It wasn't the kind that produced heroes. And I saw men who'd never been in trouble in their entire life suddenly go haywire and do the craziest things.
Now, Major, you're not going to like this next question, but I have to ask it. Was Captain Warner involved with the Wild Bunch?
You're right. I don't like the question. The answer's no, Mr. Jones. Absolutely not.
I believe you.
I know, Kathy. It's that time again. Can you believe it? What a life, huh? Right off the playing field, into the whirlpool. I bet Joe Namath never had it so good.
Next, you're going to be on television.
Why not? Mr. Jones, I have some more information and photos at home. If you're interested, give me a call, okay?
Well, I've got a better idea. Why don't the two of you go to dinner with me tonight, and we can talk about it then?
It's great with me.
Sure, I'd love to.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Donatello's.
Donatello's, 8 o'clock?
I'll be there. See ya.
Quite a guy.
I don't know what I would have done without him.
Hi, Bob.
Haven't seen you around lately.
Been busy. How about a towel?
Good thing.
Has anyone been around asking about me?
Nope.
In case anyone does, you haven't seen me, okay?
I don't even know who you are.
Thank you, Bob.
Have a good workout.
Barnaby Jones Investigations, may I help you?
Betty, JR, is Barnaby there?
No, he isn't. He's having dinner with Dorothy and Major Scott, but I should be hearing from him shortly. Where are you?
Candy Harper's place.
Then you found her.
Not quite, but her roommate let me in.
Her roommate? Blonde, brunette, or redhead?
Well, strictly business, thank you.
For what?
Never mind. Listen, just tell Barnaby that Candy's clothes are here, so she has to be coming back.
And you're going to stay there until she does, hmm?
Oh, listen, Betty, when I'm onto something, I stick to it.
You old bulldog, you.
No. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. So tell me, what other magazines have I seen you in?
You're looking real good, Corporal.
Ron, Dad, what are you two doing here? I haven't seen you since Nam.
Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
This is some surprise. Hey, let me just put this down.
That's what I always liked about you, Lee. You made things happen. Come on.
You have quite a history here.
Yeah, I was collecting them to write a book, My Naked and the Dead, about the faces in a different kind of war. Not a lot of heroics, but a lot of damn good men.
What happened to the book?
I'm betting he still writes it.
Maybe, once I can look at it from a better angle. I don't want it to sound bitter or self-pitying. And yet, if I told you the thought of spending the rest of my life in this chair didn't fill me with a little of each, I'd be lying.
Write it the way you feel it. Kelly and Henderson.
Yeah, that's the wild bunch.
Who are the rest?
Well, there's Ron Curtis, Ted Parker, and that's Joe Collins.
Colin. That's the one you said got killed.
Yes.
Who's this in the background?
You know, I can't make that guy out.
Seems to be wearing officer's bars.
Yeah, but not everyone was a member of the wild bunch.
Could I keep this a little while? I'll see you get it back.
Sure, if it'll help, of course.
Thank you. How about some dessert?
Yes.
What do you have?
Zabalioni.
Me too.
You, wouldn't have a hot fudge sundae, would you?
Not here.
I'm telling you, I haven't seen the lieutenant since Nam. He ran out on me, too. He double-crossed all of us.
Is that why you changed your name?
Look, Ronnie, I got into some trouble a while back. I didn't want anyone to find me.
Especially us, right?
That's not true. I didn't know Kelly was looking for me when he got killed.
You're a liar. You were always the lieutenant's dog. Wherever he was, you were right at his feet, ready to do his dirty work. You know something, Lee? I think it's the same way now. You're gonna tell us where he is.
I swear. I swear I don't know where he is. On my mother's life, I swear. I don't know.
Okay, Anderson, where is he?
All right. Come on, answer it. And don't do anything stupid.
Hello?
What's so important this time?
What?
Why are you calling me here?
I had a run-in with Jones again.
What happened?
Nothing. I got away.
You want to see him tonight?
Elliot, I gotta see you.
What about?
The money that you promised me, I gotta have it.
You get it tomorrow.
It's gotta be tonight.
What's so important about tonight?
Jones, what if he finds out where I am? I gotta get out of here.
Is something wrong, Harley?
No, I just gotta have the money.
You'll get it tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Wants to borrow some money. Trouble with his girlfriend or something.
So you don't know where he is, huh? So you haven't been in touch with him?
He warned me not to say anything. He said he'd get me if I did. I was afraid.
All right. Come on, Lee, you don't have to be afraid anymore. Not of the lieutenant.
If I tell you, will you let me go?
What do you think? Sure. You never did anything to us. We were buddies, remember?
Part of the Wild Bunch.
That's right. So where is he?
Okay. I'll give you his address.
Liz, you've got to help me.
Candy, what is it? What's wrong?
It's Harley. Someone's beating him up.
Well, who?
I don't know. He's in some kind of trouble.
Candy, where is he?
What? Well, I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I can't tell you.
You want to help him?
Yes.
Well, the only way you can do that is to tell me where he is. Well, I hope this has all been of some help to you, Barnaby.
It's given me something more to go on. There's no question about that.
Good.
But you still think Henderson is the key?
Yes, I do. And I have the feeling that we're not the only ones looking for him.
Excuse me, Mr. Jones. There's a phone call for you. You can take it right over there.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah.
Barnaby, I found out where Henderson is staying. I think we better get right over there.
What's the address?
All right, it's the Mirabelle Apartments, 1325 Culver Springs Road, apartment 210.
I'll meet you there.
Okay, I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Come on, Candy. Barnaby, it's too late.
What?
He was already dead when we got here.
Did you call the police?
Yeah, they're on their way. Barnaby, I'm really sorry.
He was our only lead. Now we may never find Captain Warner.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Lawrence Luckinbill, Margaret Impert, Andrew Robinson, Larry Bishop, Jim McMullen, Jenny O'Hara, Char Fontaine. Tonight's episode, Echo of a Distant Battle.
Is that the man you were looking for?
Lee Henderson, but somebody else got to him first.
Any idea who?
No.
What about why?
I wish I could tell you, Lieutenant, but I just don't know.
Barnaby, do you mind waiting out in the hall? I'll be right with you.
Sure. Where's his girlfriend, Candy?
Her roommate picked her up. Lieutenant Biddle said she was free to go.
She have any idea who killed Henderson?
No, she knew something was troubling him. He just wouldn't talk about what. She said he got restless and went to the gym. She went shopping. When she returned home, somebody was inside beating him up. That's when she split.
He's still wearing his sweat clothes, so he probably left the gym in a hurry. You know what, Jim?
Yeah, Pops on Ocean and Pine.
Barnaby? It's not going to help your case with the DA's office any. It's already taken your gun. Next, it'll be your business license.
Lieutenant, all I'm trying to do is locate Captain Colby Warner, who was first listed as missing in action in Vietnam and later accused of desertion and picked up in Saigon.
Now, you're positive Henderson had some connection with him?
According to a recent Army report, they escaped from a military stockade in Saigon together. Then they dropped out of sight. We finally located Henderson living under the name of Jessup.
And before we could talk to him about Captain Warner, this happened.
This is the second killing.
You don't have to remind me, Lieutenant. I can't get it out of my mind that I fired the shot that killed Kelly. And even though it was an accident, it's something I'll have to carry with me for the rest of my life.
All I'm trying to say is that this thing may be a whole lot bigger than you thought.
I can't argue that. Somehow I feel it all ties in with Captain Warner's disappearance.
I didn't want to have to tell you this until I was sure, but there's talk that the DA's office is about ready to bring you before the grand jury. Negligent homicide in Kelly's death.
Well, even if we can prove that Kelly wasn't an innocent bystander, that he's tied into this somehow?
Can you prove that?
No, I need more time, but if they're going to put me out of business, I haven't got a chance.
All right. I'll try talking to the DA, but I can't promise you anything.
Thank you, Lieutenant. That's all I could ask.
Barnaby, watch your step.
Morning, darling. Aren't these beautiful?
Yes, they are. I have some bad news for you.
What's wrong?
I'm afraid I'm only human after all.
I don't believe it.
Yes, it's true. Gold took a terrible plunge this morning. And now the paper says that the gnomes of Zurich are predicting still worse things to come.
Oh, what do gnomes know anyway? They're just such funny little creatures.
Well, still, I ought to get to the office and check the situation out.
You left your briefcase in the den.
I'm going to the office now.
Ellie, did you see the paper about a murder last night?
Yes, I did. It's terrible. It seems like there's a new one every day.
Isn't that your friend? The one who was looking over that car for you? Harley.
Adrienne, do you know how many Harleys there must be in Los Angeles? Anyway, his last name is Wilson, not Jessup. And he lives in the Valley, not Culver City. Anyway, you'll see. He'll be calling here any minute asking about that money I promised him last night.
I'm sorry, I just thought...
You thought the worst, I know. Listen, I have an idea. Let's get away from here for a while.
Where?
We'll go to Zurich. I can check on the gold situation, and we'll turn it into a vacation. We can work our way right down to the Greek islands.
When would you want to leave?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? But what about our party? I just sent out the invitations yesterday, and I still have to meet with the caterers and the florists. And...
All right, all right. It was a good idea, though, you have to admit.
It was a great idea. Do I get a rain check?
Whenever you give the word. Do I get a goodbye kiss?
Of course.
Hey, I'm only going to the office.
I know. But so you'll never forget to come home.
I'll see you later.
That's him.
See? I told you Henderson wasn't lying.
You're lucky he wasn't. Otherwise, we never would have found the lieutenant.
I didn't mean to kill Henderson. I tried to make a run for it. It was an accident.
It's over. Okay? The important thing now is to find out where the lieutenant has it hidden.
That kid's going to be Mr. America someday.
If this doesn't kill him first.
Now, who'd you ask me about, Johnson?
Jessup, Harley Jessup.
You sure he works out here? There are a lot of gyms in Santa Monica.
According to his girlfriend, he was here last night shortly before he was murdered.
Murdered?
That's right, Pop. Now, do you want to talk to us about it, or do you want to talk to the police?
All right. Maybe we'll see her. He worked out and left about 9.
Alone?
With 2 men.
Who were they?
I don't know. They came around earlier in the day and asked me if I knew him, and then they told me to give them a call if he showed up. They said they'd make it worth my while.
Remember the names?
I just got one of them. John Smith.
I'd like you to take a look at this, see if you recognize any of them.
I don't know. My eyes ain't what they used to be. Hey, wait a second. These 2. They're a little younger here, but that's them.
Ron Curtis and Chet Parker.
The number that they gave you, do you still have it?
Threw it away last night. But I remember it was a motel.
Remember the name?
Let me see, yeah. Place called the Waveside in Santa Monica.
Thanks.
Did you find Curtis and Parker?
They checked out of the Waveside Hotel a short time after the murder. I want you to find out what you can about them. Where they live, what kind of work they do, everything.
All right, I'll get right on it. Oh, Dorothy and her father-in-law are waiting inside. They said it was important.
Dorothy, Mr. Warner. How long have you been here? I didn't know you were coming by. Is anything wrong?
Barnaby, maybe Felix was right.
About what?
Maybe we should drop the search for my husband.
Why? What do you mean?
Henderson's dead, Mr. Jones.
Yes, and the fact that he was murdered seems to indicate we were coming up on something.
Barnaby, he's our only link with my husband. What are we going to do? Start all over again?
No, I don't think so. I have reason to believe that Henderson was murdered by 2 of his Vietnam buddies, Curtis and Parker, and all we have to do is find them.
And suppose we don't? You know how long it took to find Henderson?
But Mr. Warner, it's more difficult for 2 people to hide than 1, and I'll find them.
Are you saying this for our benefit, Mr. Jones, or for your own?
I don't understand.
We know the trouble you're in with the district attorney. Are you really trying to find my son, or to save your own neck?
Dad!
It's all right, Dorothy. Mr. Warner, I've thought about that. I've thought about it quite a lot. I'd be lying if I didn't say that I am concerned about what might happen to me, but I'm more concerned about finding your son, and that's the truth. Dorothy, the other day, you asked me to stay on the case, remember? Now I'm asking you to keep me on it. What do you say?
Okay.
Let's go to work.
Find anything? Not yet. How about you?
Big fat 0.
You tried the attic?
Yeah, I checked everywhere. Ron, it's been 5 years. How do we even know it's here?
We don't. But it's gonna be somewhere. Check those walls over there. Maybe.
Hello. Hi, darling. Where are you?
I'm on my way to the marina to meet a client. You want to meet me for lunch?
Oh, I'd love to, but the electricians are here, and I don't want to leave them in the house alone.
Electricians? What electricians?
Well, the ones you hired to fix the short in the house.
Adrienne, what short?
Well, I don't know. I thought maybe you found some trouble in the wiring. Elliot, remember last summer how the air conditioner kept going out?
Well, I thought you called someone in to look at it, didn't you?
No.
That's strange. Elliot? Elliot, hold on. They're just leaving. Excuse me. Wait a second, I have to talk to you. What seems to be the problem?
Well, we couldn't find any, ma'am.
That doesn't surprise me. I think you came to the wrong house.
What do you mean?
My husband didn't hire you, and I know I didn't.
Well, somebody sure did. I have the work order right here.
That's impossible.
Well, look for yourself. Mr. Elliot Rexford, 139 Cascade Drive. Check electrical wiring for possible short.
I'm telling you, there has to be some mistake.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. We just go where they send us. Have a nice day.
What did you find out?
Well, I'm not sure. They had a work order with her name on it, but their truck did not have the name of the company on it, and neither did the work order.
Adrian, what did they look like?
Oh, one was blonde and had blue eyes, and the other was tall and why? Do you know them?
No, of course not. Wait a minute. Yes, I must be losing my mind. I remember calling them about a month ago. They sure took their time getting there.
Elliot, I don't believe you.
I don't believe myself. Imagine forgetting a thing like that.
That's not what I mean. Something's wrong, Elliot. I know it. Who were those men?
They were electricians. I have the name of the company somewhere back at the office.
You're lying to me. Please tell me what's wrong.
Nothing is wrong, darling. The price of gold went down this morning, but that's not the end of the world. I'll see you later.
Well, Diddle-Dugger, I didn't realize you were this interested in the dance. What do you got?
Well, I stopped by Candy's place earlier to find out how she was taking Henderson's death, you know? Her roommate told me she'd gone back to work.
Well, this isn't what you got me down here for, is it?
No. I just talked to her. She said that a few minutes after she got here, this woman called and said that she had to see her. It was very important.
Did she say what it was about?
Jessup. The woman said that she just wanted to ask her a few questions about him, but she couldn't go into it over the phone.
What did Candy say?
Well, first she hung up. Then the woman called back, began pleading with her. First she said she'd take her to lunch, then she'd pay her for her time. Finally, Candy said she'd meet her.
Did the woman mention her name?
No, but she's on her way down here right now, Barnaby. I thought you'd want to be here.
How's life treating you, Lieutenant?
You don't look too happy to see us.
Get in the car. Get in the car, Slick, and drive.
I know how you guys feel. You think I pulled a fast one, ran out on you. But I gotta tell you, that shipment never got here. Somebody in Saigon double-crossed all of us. They must have seen us coming. 5 marks in search of a sting. Well, somebody got rich, huh?
They sure did.
You? No. Although I haven't done too badly, I have to admit.
Yeah, we saw your house, Lieutenant.
Not my house, Parker. My wife's house. Everything I have is really hers. Like I always said, next best thing to being born rich is to marry somebody rich. I tell you what, I think I might be able to come up with a few grand for you guys for old time's sake. Tell you what, let's make it an even 5. What do you say?
Turn left up there.
All right, all right. How much do you want?
Turn left there, I said.
Get out. You're making a big mistake. Come on. The shipment never arrived here, you know.
That's not what Henderson said.
Henderson was lying. Don't you get it? Henderson double-crossed all of us.
On your knees.
What?
You heard him. Get down on your knees.
Now, you remember the way we used to do it in NAM, Lieutenant, when we weren't getting the right answers? Of course he does. He's the one who taught us, right?
Wait.
You used to get them down on their knees, and then you'd cock your pistol, and then you'd ask them one last time, nice and clear, just so they'd understand. And if you still weren't getting the right answer, Lieutenant, you'd squeeze that trigger.
I told you.
Remember how we always got the right answer, Lieutenant?
Where did you hide it?
I didn't.
That's the wrong answer, Lieutenant.
All right. All right. I buried it.
Where?
You'll never be able to find it. I'll have to take you there.
All right, come on.
I want to thank you for seeing me. Can I buy you a drink?
No. Just tell me what you want to know about Harley. I haven't got much time.
Do you have a picture of him?
Picture? At home, not on me.
Well, then if you could tell me what he looked like. I mean, was he tall?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe 6 feet.
And muscular?
Well, sure. He worked out all the time.
And did he have brown hair?
Look, what's this all about? Who are you?
Please, please, it's important.
Yes, he had brown hair and beautiful green eyes and a nice smile. Now, why do you want to know these things?
I can't tell you that, Candy.
Well, then we've just finished, lady.
Please, if I could just see that picture you have at home.
Will you just leave me alone?
This a man you're interested in?
No.
Could have fooled me.
Who are you?
My name is Barnaby Jones. This is Jedediah Jones, and you seem to be a lady who is into something way over her head.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then why are you so interested in Harley Jessup?
I'm not anymore. I had him confused with someone else. But now that I've seen his picture...
Whose picture? This? Oh, this isn't Jessup.
But you just said...
No, you said. I showed you the picture, and you assumed it was Jessup. Why? If you'd never seen him before.
Well, that was a normal assumption.
Well, this man's name is Lee Henderson, and you're right. He changed his name to Harley Jessup a few years ago.
You're just trying to confuse me.
No, I'm just trying to make some sense out of this. Now, I'm looking for a man named Captain Colby Warner, who disappeared from a military stockade in Saigon. You ever hear of him?
No.
You see, somehow Henderson is tied up in all of this, along with a man named William Kelly and 2 other men named Parker and Curtis. I assume you've never heard of them either.
No, never.
And now there's you. Picture keeps getting bigger, and I don't even know your name.
I told you it was just a big mistake on my part. I have nothing to do with this.
Then you don't mind telling us who you are?
Please. I don't feel very well. I have to find the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
Barnaby, she is not coming back.
Wheelchair circle right away.
I think we can catch him, Barnaby.
Come on, move it! Forget it, Jedediah. We've lost her.
All right, where is it?
It's over there, under those rocks.
Oh, come on, Lieutenant. Give him a hand. Don't try anything swift, or we'll leave you out here for the coyotes to play with.
Don't worry about me. I always know when I've been outmaneuvered. That's the secret to a long and healthy life.
You were just saving our share for us anyway, weren't you, Lieutenant?
I always look out for my team, Parker.
Well, where is it?
You're kneeling on it.
Come on, give me a hand. It's here.
Just where do you think you're going, Lieutenant?
I'm just going to get a little shade, if it's okay with you.
Just don't go too far.
Come on, give me a hand. Ronnie. Oh, God. It feels like a trigger in a landmine.
It's okay, kid. I tell you, it's okay. You're gonna be all right. Trap. A lousy, stinking trap. You're gonna pay for this, Lieutenant.
Well, between Curtis and Parker, I'd say that Curtis was definitely the stronger personality. Parker was more the silent type, the follower.
Do you know if there was ever any animosity between them and Henderson?
Well, in a war like Vietnam, everyone's at each other's throats sometime or another, but generally they were all buddies.
I suppose they fell out later on.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then there was one.
What?
This photograph. Every man in it has been accounted for except one. Collins was killed in battle. Kelly and Henderson are dead. Curtis and Parker are still around somewhere. The only one who's still a mystery is this one.
Barnaby, I told you, not every soldier in Vietnam was a member of the Wild Bunch.
Yeah, I know, Major.
Must be our lucky day. I found some lemonade that's made with real, honest-to-goodness lemons.
I didn't think they made it that way anymore.
Neither did I. Oh, Barnaby, there's a call for you in the office. It's Betty.
Oh, thank you. And save some of that for me.
Okay.
Well, this is my lucky day.
You got the test results.
Just came through.
What did the doctor say? I know it's good news. Tell me.
Well, I won't be playing for the Lakers after all, but the bone disease due to the paralysis appears to be under control. Come on, at least I expected congratulations. You're gonna have me crying in a minute.
Yes, Betty, what'd you find out?
Well, I finally got through to the National Personnel Records Center in St. Louis. They gave me both Curtis's and Parker's addresses in Kansas City.
That's where William Kelly was from.
I know. Anyway, I managed to reach Curtis's wife at home, and she told me her husband was away on business. At first, she refused to tell me where, but when I said that I was from an insurance agency and it was very important that I talk to him, she said that she spoke to him early this morning, and he gave her a number here in Los Angeles to call in case of an emergency.
You are a wonder, Betty.
I do my best.
Did you check out the number?
Mm-hmm. It's the Delmonico Motel, 91721 Venice Boulevard.
I am leaving now. Tell Jedediah to meet me there. Thank you very much. Hey, roommate.
Did the manager say if they were in?
She didn't know.
Barnaby, did you hear that?
Sounded like somebody groaning.
Look at that. That's blood.
Oh, could you open the door, please? There's somebody hurt in there. Parker.
I get an ambulance.
How did it happen, Parker?
Booby trap.
A what?
Triggered. Booby trap. God, it hurts so much. Help me, please.
Yeah, it's on the way.
Yeah, can I have the paramedics, please? Yeah, that's right, the Delmonico Motel. Thank you.
Where's Curtis, Parker? Did he go for help?
It hurts. It hurts so much.
Is he dead?
I think he just passed out.
Did he say how it happened?
Said something about a booby trap.
Booby trap? Maybe he was confused with Vietnam.
Possible. I don't think so. I'd say that he's got internal injuries.
What'd you find?
Looks like a work order. Check electrical wiring for short.
Is there a name on it?
Mr. Elliot Rexford.
Elliot, you have to tell me what's going on. I don't know whether I can trust you or not.
Adrienne, what are you talking about?
That man who was killed last night, Harley Jessup, that's the same man who worked for you.
Adrienne, I give you
Elliot,
my word.
I saw his picture. I know it's the same man.
What picture?
I went to see his girlfriend today.
You did what?
I had to find out the truth. There was a private detective there by the name of Barnaby Jones, and he had a picture of Jessup, and it was the same man.
And this Jones, what did he say to you?
He said something about looking for Captain Warner and that Jessup and some others were tied in with his disappearance. And he wanted to know where I fit in.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing, because I don't know where you fit in.
That's just the point, Adrienne. I don't fit in, and neither do you. Look, there's been some terrible misunderstanding between us.
All right, now here's the truth. Harley Jessup did work for me, but I promise you, and you've got to believe me, I don't know anything about his past.
Then why did you lie to me?
Because I didn't want to worry you. Is there something wrong with that?
And the electricians?
Now, that was the truth. I'd phoned them about a month ago, and it just slipped my mind. Hasn't that ever happened to you?
You know it has.
And did I say you were lying to me and I could never trust you again?
No.
All right, then. I rest my case. How does the jury find me?
Elliot?
What? Something wrong?
It's that private detective I told you about, Jones.
What does he want here?
I didn't even tell him who I was.
Better not let him see you. I'll get rid of him.
But Elliot...
Adrienne, I know what's best, all right?
Mr. Rexford?
Yes.
I'm a private investigator, Barnaby Jones. I wonder if I can have a talk with you.
What about?
It concerns a case I'm working on. I certainly would appreciate it.
I was just on my way out.
Well, this won't take long at all. My, what a beautiful home you have here.
Yes, it's comfortable. Now, what can I do for you?
Sorry to bother you. Your gate was open. You know a couple of men named Ron Curtis and Ted Parker?
No. Why?
Well, maybe if I showed you their pictures, it might refresh your memory. They're the two on the left.
No, I don't know either one of them. I don't know any of these men, as a matter of fact. Tell me, how did you happen to come to me about this?
Your name and address was on this work order, which I found in their room.
Oh, all right. All right. Now this thing begins to make a little sense.
In what way?
Mr. Jones, you may have done me a big favor. Two men came here this morning. They said they were electricians and they wanted to check the wiring. My wife let them in because she thought I'd hired them.
Your wife here now?
No, she went up to Santa Barbara to see her family. But it's obvious what they were doing. They were casing the house for a burglary. That's how they operate, isn't it?
Sometimes.
Well, now that I know their names, I'm going to call the police. That was Curtis and...
Parker, Ted Parker. Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Rexford. I'll be going.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Mr. Rexford, we ever meet before?
No, I don't think so.
I guess you're right.
Please, Elliot, no more lies.
I think I'll make us both a drink.
I don't want a drink. I want the truth.
Adrienne, I've got to leave.
What do you mean you're leaving?
I've got to.
What about me?
You'll come with me.
I can't. Not until you tell me what's going on.
Isn't it enough to know that I love you more than anything else in the world?
No. Not if I can't have your trust, too. I'd go anywhere with you, Elliot, right now. But I can't spend the rest of my life in the dark with a man I don't really know. I'm sorry, Elliot.
I am, too. But I don't have any other choice. I better pack. Hello.
Lieutenant, there's just the two of us now. I just want you to understand that I don't care about my share. I just want you.
That him?
Take away the mustache, and I would say we have here the missing link. Major Scott, I'd like you to take a look at this. Recognize him now?
Yes. It's Lieutenant Maxwell. Damon Maxwell.
You're sure?
Positive. Everyone over there knew Maxwell. He was kind of a character.
Why do you say that?
Well, he was strange. He was very bright, personable, kind of a man that seemed to have everything going for him, and yet there was something missing inside. It was like he was born without morals.
Then he was one of the wild bunch.
No, not really. They looked up to him, but he was into something much bigger.
Like what?
Well, there's never enough evidence to prove anything, but Maxwell was suspected of masterminding the death of a Vietnamese general by the name of Lo Tien. The general was taking off from this deserted field when his helicopter blew up, and both he and his pilot were killed.
What was Maxwell's motive?
Well, it seems that the general himself was under suspicion by U.S. intelligence.
Of what?
Smuggling gold out of Vietnam. It was even believed that there was $3 million in gold bullion with him when he was killed. And if so, the gold was never found. And as for Lieutenant Maxwell, well, if he was guilty, there's a higher justice somewhere.
Why do you say that?
Because he was later killed in the same battle Colby was in. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he's buried right here in the VA cemetery.
I think I have the answer to this one. But I want to hear it from a military man to be sure. How did they identify the dead in Vietnam?
Same way they always identify them, with their dog tags.
Right.
Barnaby, what are you saying?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know one thing. Lieutenant Maxwell is very much alive and living under the name of Elliot Rexford.
Are you sure?
I just talked to him.
How is that possible?
One way would be to have switched dog tags with someone else who was killed on the battlefield.
My God. My husband.
There is that possibility, Dorothy.
That would mean it's Colby who's buried at the cemetery.
But you don't know for sure, Barnaby.
That's one of the things I have to find out. Let's go, Jedediah.
Mr. Rexford, I saw the warehouse truck leave. Is this what you've been waiting for?
Yes. Get it on board the plane and tell the pilot to stand by.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Adrienne, I love you so much.
I love you very much too, Elliot.
Then come with me. I promise you, I'll explain everything on the way.
I want to be with you very much.
Then say you'll come.
All right. Yes. Where are you?
I'm at Palisades Airport. It won't take you long. Hurry.
I know where that is. I just have to pack a few things. I love you, Elliot.
I wouldn't worry about packing. Come on.
Lord, behold it.
I see them. Curtis and Mrs. Rexford.
Looks like he has a gun, Barnaby.
Let's see where he's taking her.
Elliot, I didn't know he was at the house.
Couldn't play it straight, could you, Lieutenant?
All right, Curtis, you win.
Oh, I've heard that one before. So did Parker.
This is different. Look, there's the gold. There's $2 million left. Take it. My pilot will fly you any place you want to go.
That's very generous of you. But I want something else.
What is it? Just name it.
Peace of mind. And that means getting rid of you. Now get over in that hangar, both of you. Come on.
Let's go.
Elliot, I'm sorry.
You had nothing to do with this. This is all my fault.
Come on, come on.
Curtis, she's the only thing in the world that means anything to me. Do whatever you want with me, but let her go.
Move it. Move it, come on.
Sure wish you had your gun now, Barnaby.
Tell that to the DA.
All right, right here, right here.
It doesn't make any sense killing her.
She's a witness.
She won't talk.
I can't take the chance, Lieutenant.
Curtis? You gonna kill me too?
Yeah, you must be Jones.
That's right. And I must admit that for a time, this case had me going around in circles, but I think I finally figured it out. Rexford here, rather Lieutenant Maxwell, masterminded the helicopter explosion which killed General Tien. With the help of the Wild Bunch, stole the gold. What did he tell you, Curtis? That when the shipment arrived, he would contact you and you would all split it up?
Yeah, that's right. But he never did.
Now, about Captain Warner. What did you do, Lieutenant? Find his body on the battlefield, switch dog tags so that you'd be listed as killed in action?
Elliot.
Not a pretty picture, is it, Mrs. Rexford? Your husband and Henderson were picked up later in Saigon, charged with desertion. Somehow they managed to escape before his true identity was discovered. And it all went on Captain Warner's record. So, once back here, all they had to do was pick up the gold, change to a new identity, Elliot Rexford, and come into your life.
All right, that's enough. That's enough for everybody.
Drop it, Curtis.
Kick it to me. Kick it to me. I'll call Lieutenant Biddle.
And lastly, to his wife, his father, his friends, I say to them, Captain Colby Warner was a good and dedicated officer. He died with his men, fighting for the country he truly believed in and loved. And thus he died a soldier's death.
I had hoped the search would end someplace else, Barnaby. But at least it's ended.
Now you're free to go and live your own life, and I'm sure that's the way he wanted it.
Barnaby, you remember I said Vietnam wasn't the kind of a war that produced heroes?
Yes.
Well, I think I was wrong. Maybe the hero was just the average soldier doing a job he didn't really like or understand.
You ought to put that in your book.
I think I will. Maybe Dorothy will help me.
Dad?
Now, Barnaby, before I left the office, Lieutenant Biddle called. The district attorney is dropping the charges against you.
That's good news, Betty.
I'll tell you something, Barnaby. It's the only thing about this case that doesn't surprise me.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production, starring Buddy Ebsen, also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Edward Power, Sharon Spellman, Nellie Bellflower. Tonight's episode, The Enslaved.
Hi. Hi. So, finally breaking out of this glorified drug tank, huh? It was a tough fight, Mom, but I won. Look, they haven't been that steady since I first started drinking water with vodka ice cubes.
Wait a sec. Didn't you talk to the nurse about those pills like I told you to?
Come on, Jane, you're not going to start that again, are you?
Harriet, this is no joke. I'm in this place because I'm what's known as a prescription junkie. I blew my mind on uppers like these. I know these little babies inside out.
Don't be so dreary. Of course I checked. It's Exactly what Dr. Bainbridge ordered for me. High-potency vitamins.
What? Is that what Miss Banks told you?
Well, she's the head nurse. She should know.
I'll be right back. Hi, Sally. Dr. Bainbridge, can I speak to you for a minute, please?
Miss Prescott, right?
General ward patient, Doctor. Detoxification.
What can I do for you?
It's about this. You know what's in that, Doctor, don't you? Farathion.
Where'd you get it?
Nurse Banks gave a whole bottle of that junk to Harriet Butler, telling her it was vitamins prescribed by you. I mean, it's unbelievable. What's going on in this private wing of yours?
Sally, would you ask the head nurse to come in here, please? Now, you're sure Mrs. Butler got these from Nurse Banks?
Yeah, Harriet told me so herself. I mean, she had enough trouble getting off the booze without getting hooked on uppers because of some dumb nurse's mistake.
Karen, Miss Prescott is making a very serious accusation.
Yes, Sally told me. And now I think we know what happened to the Verathion that was stolen from the pharmacy.
Stolen? Oh, wait a second. You know where that came from.
Yes, indeed I do. You knew that sooner or later we would find out who broke into the pharmacy. So to protect your hoard of pills, you're trying to divert attention by making these wild accusations.
What are you trying to pull? You're lying. I never stole nothing
It must be obvious to you that Miss Prescott is back on drugs. Look at her. She's shaking all over.
She's lying. Why is she lying like that?
Please, Miss Prescott, be calm. You came here as a reasonable lady to seek help, so let us help you. Where are the pills?
Oh, my God.
First, I think it might be a good idea if you had a little rest.
It's Harriet.
Sally, would you escort Miss Prescott back to the general ward?
No! Somebody's got to warn Harriet!
Bill, stop Miss Prescott. And be careful. She could be violent.
Miss Banks, Sally, down there. Come on, Bill. You're with me.
Miss, you gotta help me, please. Wait, you gotta give me some money. I
Wait,
gotta
who
get a
are
taxi.
you?
I gotta get into town. I gotta talk to somebody on the outside right away. Please, what's going on here? I'm gonna get your money back. I promise.
Miss Prescott!
Let me get out of here.
Take it easy, please.
Let me get out of here. Please,
Janie,
get out of
will you
here.
take it easy?
I want to
It's
just
me,
get out.
Bill, Janie.
Let us help. Prescott, really, you should go back to your room.
No, Bill.
Let us help.
Let me get...
My God, she's dead.
Oh, how awful.
Marilyn, look, I'm sure that it's gonna be a terrific party, you know, but I can't make any promises about being there. This kid is a real bow wow and she won't give up. You see, there's this big case I'm working on, you know, it's very hush-hush. Yes. Right, that's right. And I'm the key man in this operation, you see, so I've got to be on call, you know, 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day?
Barnaby.
Tough being that indispensable, wouldn't you say, Betty?
Lose a lot of sleep that way.
Call you back, Marilyn. How's Marilyn?
Yeah, and this, as I recall, used to be my desk.
Yeah, Barnaby, what are you doing here? I thought you'd be out on the boat fishing by now.
Yes, apparently. There you are, you little beauties. Thought I'd forgotten you.
Oh, Barnaby, before you leave again, I picked up the police report on Jane Prescott, the patient who died out at the Suncrest House Sanitarium. There seemed to be enough witnesses to confirm their accidental death theory.
What does California Meridian say?
Well, the insurance company still wants us to look into it, mostly because of the double indemnity aspect, but it can wait till you get back on Monday, boss.
One thing, though, if you'll notice the name that I have underlined, a patient from the alcoholic ward who spoke to Jane Prescott just before her death.
Peggy Whitaker. Didn't I meet her and her husband Carl at your last Christmas party?
Yes.
Alcoholic ward?
Mm-hmm. Perhaps that's why she's been avoiding me for so long. At any rate, she's been released, and if it's all right with you, I'd like to talk to her myself.
Sure, I understand. I'll call you from Catalina.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Jedediah, why don't you make yourself at home?
Thanks.
There's no stigma attached to having a glass in your hand almost any time of the day or night. Finally, Peg couldn't control it anymore. It got worse and worse.
Until she ended up at Suncrest House.
We called it sudden trips to Europe. I don't know. There's something wrong about their methods. Peg has already had herself admitted twice this year.
Twice? Well, she's been back, what, 4 days? How is she now?
For the first couple of days, she was doing fine.
And now? Oh, Carl. Couldn't she go somewhere else? Get some kind of, a different kind of treatment?
I've been down that road, and believe me, it's bumpy. She seems to panic every time I mention another doctor. Accuses me of worrying more about the money Suncrest costs than about her health. My God, I've spent almost $10,000 each time, and I haven't said a word about it.
10,000?
And that's per month. At the very end, very exclusive private wing, plus extras.
Hi, stranger.
Oh, Peg. Oh, it has been much too long.
Oh, I know. Did Big Mouth over there tell you everything?
How about giving Big Mouth a kiss?
Hi, sweetheart. So, now you know.
Peg, sisters couldn't have been any closer than we were. You could have told me.
Oh, I know, but it's all over now, and I'm feeling just like my old self again, so let's just not talk about it, all right?
All right. Except I'm sure Carl told you that I'm looking into the death of that patient at Suncrest House.
Margaret? I don't know what I can tell you that I haven't already told the police, Bets.
Well, just for my benefit, honey. You told the police that she was desperate to get into town, that she wanted to see someone there. Do you have any idea who that was or what she had to tell?
Just hysterics, that's all. From what we know now, she had a serious drug problem.
Margaret, what the devil are you doing?
I really don't know who to listen to anymore, Mr. Whitaker. Really, I don't. Just one little drink won't hurt, Carl. We have to celebrate seeing Bets again, don't we?
All right, thank you, Lieutenant. Bye-bye. Well, the original coroner's report still stands. There was no trace of drugs found in Jane Prescott's body.
And yet, according to the police report, the staff at Suncrest House is positive she was hallucinating when she fell down the stairs. And Peggy said that she was ranting, in hysterics.
Well, people do get hysterical, and not always from drugs. Obviously, something frightened this girl, and she wanted out.
Yes, to tell something to someone. But what?
I got it. Barnaby Jones Investigations. Mm-hmm, she's right here. Carl Whitaker.
Oh. Yes, Carl. What is it?
I'm at the end of my rope, Betty. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Is it Peg?
I put my foot down. I said no more drinking, and I broke every bottle in the house.
Carl, what about Peg? Is she all right?
She just looked at me with that funny look of hers, and she said, all right, if you can't make me happy, I'll go back to where they do make me happy. Betty, she's gone back to that place.
She's gone back to Suncrest House?
It's more than just liquor. I mean, it's like they've got her hooked on something. Betty, you've got to help her.
All right, Carl. I'll go out there and see what I can do. Please, don't worry. Bye-bye.
Well, I know it's a little late to go visiting in a hospital, but if you want, I'll give you a lift.
Oh, thanks, JR. I think I'll go out there tomorrow. And I think I had better go alone.
Now, wait a minute. If you're thinking what I think you're thinking...
JR, we need answers. Going in as a patient is the only way.
Come on, Betty. You can't just walk in there and say I'm an alcoholic. Give me a bed. They're gonna spot you as a phony right away.
Not if we set it up right.
Mrs. Enright.
Yes. See that he's taken care of, will you? And then have my bags brought in. Really, Mrs. Fellows, I'm becoming rather bored with all these questions. If it's a matter of whether or not I can afford this place, please call my business manager, Jedediah Jones. His number's right there.
I know how it must sound, Mrs. Enright, but most of this information is mainly for the psychological profile. Let's see. Since the death of Mr. Enright, lives most of the year in Nice. Also maintains a home in Palm Beach and Aspen. There. I believe we've got it all.
Well, that's good. Now, you can either give me a place to lie down or a bottle of scotch.
Frank, I'm telling you, if we let Lou play to an 8 handicap, I might as well pay off that bet before the first hole. Come on. Yeah, sure. I'll see you one Sunday morning. Goodbye.
Mrs. Enright apparently doesn't use drugs.
Yeah, but look at the level of alcohol in her blood. It's pretty high for 10 o'clock in the morning.
I'd say that, along with her bank references, makes her a perfect candidate for the private wing.
All right. But I'm still going to have Arlen make a check on her. Is Suite 3 available?
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. You're home away from home. We've tried to make everything as non-hospital-like as possible.
Well, that's very nice.
Why don't you relax for the rest of the day? In the morning, Dr. Bainbridge will explain our program to you. And this vitamin supplement is a very important part of the program. Good. In a very little while, you'll feel much better.
That's right, operator. Collect.
Yes, operator, I'll accept the call. Barnaby, hi.
Jedediah? Where's Betty? Don't tell me she's going to lunch already.
No, she's still checking into the death of the girl at Suncrest House. How's fishing?
Would you believe a 25-pound albacore the first time I cast?
Ah, terrific.
What about Betty's friend Peggy? Anything come of that?
Not exactly, Barnaby.
What does that mean?
Well, Peggy really didn't say much. She just raised more questions than answers.
She gonna talk to her again?
As a matter of fact, it's a pretty good possibility, Barnaby.
I'll call in tomorrow.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Have a hello for an old friend?
Bets, what are you doing here? I know. Did Carl send you?
Well, in a way, yes. He's very worried about you, Peg. So am I. Are you all right?
Oh, Bets, it's awful. For some crazy reason, this seems to be the only place that I ever feel all right. Well, since I started having my drinking problem. Are you going to be seeing Carl later?
Let's take a walk.
Sure.
I've become a patient here myself.
What? You?
I'm not an alcoholic, if that's what you're thinking. I'm here working for that insurance company about the patient that died.
Oh, right. You mean kind of like undercover work?
Well, I don't want to make it sound like Miss James Bond, but yes. So I don't want anybody to know why I'm here. I don't want you giving me away, okay? It's very important. I'm Mrs. Hal Enright.
But why? I mean, do you think it wasn't an accident?
Well, that's what I'm going to try and find out.
Hey, Peggy. Going to party tonight?
Oh, hi, Flo. Sure, why not? Oh, Flo, I'd like you to meet Betty Jo.
Betty Enright. Hi.
Hi, new fish, huh? Listen, you're invited too if you can come up with $20 like the rest of us.
Well, I might if I knew what kind of party I was getting myself into.
Well, listen, Peg, you explain it, okay? I got a date to keep at the watering hole. I'll catch you later. She's headed for the escape hatch. It's a service gate down by the north wall. The lock's broken.
But escape to where?
Like she said, the watering hole. You see, if you're just dying for a drink, well, it saves a lot of explanations you have to give if you went out the front gate.
Yes, but if the lock's broken, the staff's bound to know about it.
I guess some of them do, but it saves them listening to a lot of explanations.
Funny way to run a sanitarium.
If you think that's funny, wait till the party and you see who the guest of honor usually is.
That's it for me, ladies.
Come on, Karen. You told us you'd teach us the double hustle. The doc isn't gonna know. Wouldn't any of you be spiking this behind my back now, would you?
What a thing to say. Okay. It's non-lethal. Have a good time.
Where is it? How am I supposed to know where he put it? Oh, here he is.
Bill!
Good evening, ladies.
Where is it?
I'm sorry, Flo, but with that nose for booze, I figured you'd have sniffed it out by now.
Oh, belly up to the bar, girl.
What up?
Oh, terrific. You're... Oh, Bill, I knew we could count on you. Oh, really?
Okay, kids, enjoy, huh?
Well, come on, Betty. You paid your share. Have some.
No, thanks. Perhaps later. Does this sort of thing go on often?
Mm-hmm. That's why the private wing is so popular.
Good grief.
Okay, girls, follow me. No, you got it all wrong. Don't use your feet.
I am bushed. I'm gonna get some air, okay? Good night. Excuse me. I'd like to write some business notes to some of my associates. I don't have any stationery.
Sure.
Thank you.
I gather you didn't care for the party.
Well, I have a bit of a splitting headache.
Well, the head nurse thinks it's good for the patients to blow off steam every once in a while.
Well, thank you.
Mrs. Hopkins again. Excuse me.
Hey, why do you always keep your eyes open when you kiss? Are you afraid I'll run away?
I'll do the psychoanalyzing. You just do the kissing, all right?
All right. Mm-hmm.
Another drink?
Mm-hmm.
How are the ladies at our other little party doing? Was Bill able to find a nice California weight for them?
Yeah. You're so cool. Doesn't it ever bother you what we do to these women?
Is that an academic question or an attack of conscience? You know that we cure most of our patients. The few rich ones that we hook, we let off the hook eventually.
Don't mind me. This Jane Prescott thing has got me a little upset.
We're going to be just fine, so long as we continue to be careful. Which reminds me, did the report from Mrs. Enright come back yet?
This afternoon. It's in the administration office.
I want to take a look at that right now.
Here it is.
Very nice. She's even richer than we thought. I think we found the perfect candidate to take the place of Mrs. Wells.
Flo? Well, I thought she was good for another return, maybe two.
Her accountant's beginning to ask questions, and he could get her husband to make waves. So I think it's to our best interest to let the lady make a permanent recovery.
Well, I better get back before some of them start straying into the halls. First thing you know, they'll be wandering down to the basement. Wouldn't want that to happen.
I'll wait here.
All right, girls, hate to break it up, but let's go. Bedtime.
Oh, come on now, Karen. It isn't even 11 o'clock yet. How about just another half hour?
Move it. Let's go.
Hey, where's Mrs. Enright?
Well, she was here a little while ago.
Betty Enright seems to be missing. Mrs. Enright.
Oh,
Where were you?
well, I really wasn't feeling well. I went outside for a breath of fresh air.
It's a nice night for it. But you should have checked with the desk nurse.
Yes, thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Beth? Beth? Oh, I thought I heard you. Are you all right?
Yes, thanks a lot, Beck. Good night.
Good night.
Peg. Bets?
Yes. It sounds like they're old friends, doesn't it?
I think we better do a little more digging into Mrs. Enright's background.
Barnaby Jones Investigations.
Hi, JR. It's me.
Betty, just tell me one thing. Are you okay?
I'm fine, really. Listen, last night I got into their files, and I found out they keep financial records on every woman in the private wing. It seems they're mainly interested in those who can afford to keep coming back.
Coming back? Well, how do they make patients do that?
I gather they found some way of manipulating certain ones. I overheard Bainbridge and his head nurse talking about it. They also mentioned something very important in the basement. I'm going to check that out the first chance I get.
Betty, are you sure you're all right? You sound like you're off the ground.
I said I'm fine. In fact, I feel terrific. Who knows, it might be the treatment.
Treatment? What kind of treatment?
Physical therapy, vitamins, special diet. It's really wild.
Vitamins, huh? Maybe I should have it analyzed. See if you can get a hold of one, and I'll come by this afternoon and pick it up, okay?
Sure, if you think it's necessary. Hey, JR, have you told Barnaby yet where I am?
Not exactly. You know, as long as there's no problem, I didn't think it was necessary to worry him.
Right. Everything's under control. See ya.
Mrs. Whitaker, please come in. Sit down. Be comfortable.
Thank you. Is anything wrong?
No. You're doing wonderfully well.
Well, I try.
Actually, the reason we asked you to come over here was so that Karen and I could take you into our confidence. It's about one of the other patients, Mrs. Enright.
Mrs. Enright?
Betty Enright.
Oh, oh, yes.
We thought since you two were such close friends, you might be able to help us find out whether something was bothering her.
Oh, no, we just met yesterday.
Peggy, we overheard you call each other by nicknames. Now, as you know, sharing our feelings is a very important part of our program. Without truthfulness, we're helpless.
Yes, well, it is true that we were friends, but until yesterday, we hadn't seen each other in a long time.
Was that before or after the death of her husband, Paul?
After. But his name was Hal.
Oh, yes, of course. Paul Arnold was his partner in an insurance company, wasn't it?
Well, I never really knew what business he was in.
Peggy, I'm curious. Why would you and Mrs. Enright want to hide the fact that you were friends?
Oh, no, we didn't want to hide anything. It's just that we decided to make it our own little secret. We thought the other women wouldn't find out and ask us a lot of questions about our past. It just seemed easier that way.
Well, that's fine. Fine. You can imagine it was a little strange to us, that's all, but I'm satisfied.
Is that all?
Yes, sure. Thank you very much for coming by.
She gave the right name for Mrs. Enright's husband.
Mm-hmm. Still, it's obvious that Peggy is not being completely honest.
Yes, come in.
Hello, how you feeling?
Fine. Oh, so soon?
I'm afraid so.
Well, why don't you just leave it over there? I'll take it later, hmm?
Hey, you know the rules.
All righty. Mother will be a good girl.
Thank you, Mrs. Enright.
Oh, Beth, they're asking questions. Something's wrong.
Who's asking questions?
Dr. Bainbridge and Nurse Banks about us.
Do they know we're friends or what?
Oh, they seem to know, but that's all they know. Look, Beth, you've got to tell me what's going on.
Honey, I really don't know myself, except that I've heard them talking and I've seen their files. But I am pretty sure that Jane Prescott's death is somehow tied into the reason that you and some of these other gals keep coming back here.
Oh, we keep coming back here because we need help. Oh, Beth, look, you know I love my home and I love Carl. But every time I go home, my nerves just seem to give out. And I have to come back here. Oh, Beth, I'm so frightened.
You're gonna beat this thing. I know you are.
I'm not. I can't. Not without Bainbridge. I just can't.
Peg, listen to me. You have got to play along with me just a little while longer until I find out what's really going on here. I promise you this. No matter what happens, you are going to be all right. You'll be all right.
I do dig the wardrobe, Cousin Enright.
Rich Cousin Enright. I had to dress the part.
Oh, Brummel, eat your heart out. Here you go.
What is this, a capsule?
Uh-huh. You know, when you mentioned about having it analyzed, I think you're onto something. As soon as Barnaby gets back, fill him in and have him analyze it fast.
All right, what about the thing in the basement you said they were talking about?
Well, that is next on my agenda, and I think I had better get to that fast because I think they're getting a little nervous about me.
Oh, now, look, why don't you just forget the whole thing and walk out of here with me right now?
No, it's not that heavy, JR. They just found out that Peg and I are friends. Believe me, if it was any more than that, I would not walk out of here. I would run.
I want you to follow him. I want to know if he's Mrs. Enright's cousin, as he says he is.
I may be able to find something out right now. When I drove in, he pulled in right in front of me. I'm gonna check the car.
All right, you'll check in with me tomorrow?
First thing in the morning.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
I think it's time we got the whole truth from Mrs. Peggy Whitaker. Prepare 5 milligrams of sodium pentothal.
Yes. She saw the files. Heard you talking.
Go on, Peggy.
She's sure now that Jane Prescott didn't die by accident.
You can go to sleep now, Peggy. That's it. I think Miss Betty Jones knows too much.
Another accident.
We'll have to be very, very careful.
We will be.
We've been looking for you, Miss Jones.
Nighttime walks can be dangerous, Mrs. Enright.
Go! Let me go! Help me! Let me go! Let me go! What is it, Doctor? Oh, parastatic.
How many times do I have to tell you to keep a closer watch on high-risk patients? Isn't what happened to Jane Prescott enough?
I'm sorry, Doctor. It all happened so suddenly.
Diprobenzine, Doctor, 25 cc's. Here, this your tranquilizer until morning.
Thank you, nurse. You've been very helpful.
I'll check on her every 15 minutes, Doctor.
She knows it all.
We'll wait until morning.
Why not right now? We can't take any chances.
Judging by the amount of tranquilizer that Sally just gave her, there's no way that Miss Jones could have gotten out of bed, OD'd on those pills. No, we'll wait until tomorrow morning.
Jedediah, the longer you know Betty, the more you're going to realize that sometimes she's as foolhardy as a mouse trying to spook an elephant.
Yeah, I should have pulled her out of there. What is that?
Barathion. It's amphetamine with a high narcotics content.
It's a hell of a way to treat alcoholics and junkies with more addiction.
Yeah, but it doesn't add up, Jedediah. If this capsule is what they give as vitamins to the ladies being released, they're going to be as high as a kite all day.
Barnaby, take a look at these.
Vitamin?
It's what's left of what Peggy took home with her. I got them from her husband last night.
Well, what do you know?
Verathion?
There are traces, but I would say that it's mostly a harmless sugar substance. Probably disaccharide.
Well, that's it then. That's how he works it. Bainbridge takes these women and dries them out and then gets them hooked on Verathion. Then he sends them home still hooked, but with these placebo capsules designed to keep them wanting more. And then when they feel miserable enough, they go back to booze.
Back to Suncrest, which is probably what Jane Prescott found out.
I think we should get over there.
Mrs. Enright is still asleep, but you should be waking up soon. Oh, good. Why don't you pack it in, Sally? The next shift will be checking in any minute anyway.
Oh, thanks. It's been a long night.
The escape hatch!
Barnaby.
Circle around that way. Up there.
You try that way.
I'm very sorry about this. Really, I am sorry.
You won't get away with it. He'll find out about it.
There are only two choices between the two of us, and both of them are yours. It's either this or these.
Drop the gun! And you only have one choice.
Barnaby!
Come on, get over there.
And how was your day?
Just, well, it was just...
Table's almost ready, Barnaby.
Take up on your bell, little Carl. Some things just can't be pushed.
Harvey, are you sure you don't want me to help you?
No. It was tough enough catching these fish. I'm not going to let some amateur ruin them.
Maybe you need a little help eating it, huh, boss?
Get out of there. You're just the kind of a guy that would use his whole hand on a wall to see if the paint's dry.
Well, is everybody having a good time?
Oh, no.
Oh, Mrs. Whittaker.
Now, I have to toast our friends, don't I?
Peg.
To Betty, to Barnaby, and J.R. Thank you.
Well, come and get it. It's never going to be any better. Just grab a plate, step right up here. Okay,
thank you very much.
Of course, you'd be first. Sure. Okay, next. All right, grab a plate,
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production, starring Buddy Ebsen, also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Sandra Kearns, Dawson Mays, John O'Connell. Tonight's episode, Dance with Death.
they are, boys and girls, the finalists. 3 of the most super terrific dancing couples in the world, right? Okay, now, Saturday night's gonna be our biggie, okay? We're gonna crown one of these 3 semifinalists the king and queen of the discos. So we're all gonna be here for the action, right? We're gonna be here? Okay, so let's dance!
Oh, Gary, I'm just gonna go freshen up.
Oh, hey, man, listen to that, Penny, that speaker.
Well, it sounds fine to me.
Now the whole system needs rebuilding. Hey, did I tell you this was going to give me the job? Got this great new testing equipment.
Woo! Sounds fantastic.
Thanks, man.
Frank.
Hello, hot stuff.
Hey, look, Frank, you know, I didn't mean for that cop to arrest you.
Now, what'd you think he was gonna do? Keep score? You know there's a name for broads like you. Someday, baby. Some sweet day.
So what am I gonna call you?
Oh, hi. I'm Penny Tremaine.
Russ Hart. You're some kind of dancer, Penny.
You noticed.
And you noticed I noticed. So let's go, huh?
Let's go.
Yeah, go.
To your place, huh?
Unless you've got a better idea.
Wow, just like that. Hi, I'm Russ Hart. Let's go to my place, have a bite, stay all night.
Hey, baby. It was your invitation. Out there on the dance floor. Solid gold. Engraved.
Oh, sure. Look, I noticed you. I thought, gee, that's a neat-looking guy. I'd like to get to know him better, but you're a little too swift for me.
For you? A chick with your moves?
Please don't do that.
You want to get to know me?
Take
Okay.
your hands off me.
Hey, cool it, will you?
Okay, buddy, okay.
I got a place for this kind of thing, and this ain't it.
Hey, man, that chick's crazy.
And you're leaving.
Hey, wait a minute. I mean, she was asking for it.
Can't find the door. We'll be glad to toss you in that direction.
Wait a minute.
Hey, welcome to the club, sucker.
Gary, I want to dance.
Huh?
Gary, I want to dance.
Okay, babe, take it easy.
Oh, Penny, I didn't hear you come in.
Felicia, you just scared the hell out of me.
I'm sorry. I tried to call you earlier, but you'd already left, and I didn't feel like the disco tonight.
Well, I should have known. I mean, you're the only one that has a key to the apartment. It's just me. I had a hassle tonight. I take it you had one, too. Otherwise, why would you come running home to Mother, huh?
It was the last time. And how'd you like your old roommate back again?
Sure, sure. How many times have I heard that?
Oh, no, I mean it. I'm going to divorce Carl.
Well, you've never said that before. Look, hon, can we talk about this in the morning? I've got to make amends for what I put my poor Bod through tonight.
Okay, soak it. I feel a bit drained myself tonight.
I'm convinced of it. Absolutely. Someone was trying to kill me.
Are you saying that Felicia Norris was killed by mistake?
Yes. It's all my fault.
How can you be so sure of that?
Because nobody knew she was at my apartment in my bedroom.
Well, couldn't somebody have followed her there?
Well, then why did they wait till I got home? I mean, she was there all evening alone.
Good point, but, Miss Tremaine, this is really a matter for the police.
Well, I talked to the police, and I'm afraid they didn't take me very seriously. That's why I came to you, Mr. Jones. I'm scared.
Excuse me for interrupting, Barnaby, but you're running out of time.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, but I have to testify in court. Perhaps Jedediah can look into your case.
You got it.
Oh, thank you.
Typed up your lab notes.
Thank you.
Barnaby, what about your jacket?
What about it?
Well, you said you wanted to wear something conservative. There was a stuffy jury.
Yeah, I tried that suit on, but it looked like I was going to a bar mitzvah, so... Anyway, what I'm wearing, I won't change what I tell them.
I think maybe I better call Lieutenant Biddle.
Oh, Lieutenant Biddle is the one who didn't believe me, and I'm afraid if you talk to him, you won't believe me either.
Well, now, look, you came to us for help, and you're gonna get help, right?
Right.
Right. Right.
Now, I want to talk to you about why you think somebody might be trying to harm you, who you think it could be, that sort of thing, and then I'll run down to police headquarters and take advantage of everything they've learned. And we can just go from there.
Yeah, sure, I talked to Penny Tremaine. I think she's got a very vivid imagination.
You mean she's paranoid?
Well, she's got a right to get jumpy being that close to a murder, but she got some weird idea that every guy she brushes off would like to kill her. She might just be placing a little too much importance on what she has to offer.
Well, she called the police on one guy that was getting physical with her. Turns out he was carrying a little more grass than the law allows, so the police busted him for that.
That's Frank Wilcox. He's out on bail.
Penny claims that he virtually threatened her at the disco that night.
Yeah, we checked him out. But he's got some chick who will swear he was with her until sunrise. Of course, that's probably not worth the ink it would take to write it up.
What about the guy she got bounced that same night, Russ Hart?
It's hardly a motive for murder, J.R.
Yeah, but some guys can get pretty kinky, Lieutenant.
Why don't you come with me? I'll show you what a real suspect looks like. The victim's husband, Carl Norris. They just brought him in. Mr. Norris, I'm going to try to save us both a lot of time by telling you that we have witnesses to the fight you had with your wife on the afternoon of the day of her murder, and to the threats you made. I'd like to kill you. You were quoted as having said.
Just words. It was a family argument, nothing more. I've just got nosy neighbors. It was none of their business.
When threats like that get carried out, it becomes our business, Mr. Norris.
I did not kill Felicia, and I can save you a lot of time, Sergeant.
Lieutenant.
Whatever. According to what I hear, my wife was killed a little after midnight, right?
That's right.
Well, I was on the Ventura Freeway at the time. I was driving my father-in-law back to L.A. from Santa Barbara. We didn't arrive home until nearly 1 o'clock. I told your men that when they picked me up.
Well, unfortunately, we can't check that out, Mr. Norris, because Mr. Raymond is still in a coma, but I'm sure you knew that.
Coma?
When we told Mr. Raymond of his daughter's death, he collapsed. Heart attack.
He's had these attacks before. He's always recovered.
You work for your father-in-law, don't you?
Yes. I'm general manager of the Raymond Carpet Manufacturing Company.
Now, you had fights with your wife before.
Who hasn't?
And each time, she would go and stay with Penny Tremaine for a while.
They used to be roommates.
So it wouldn't really be very difficult for you to guess where she might have gone this time.
Lieutenant, did it ever occur to you that my wife was not the intended victim?
Are you suggesting that somebody meant to kill Penny?
It was her apartment.
Penny works for you, doesn't she?
She's my secretary.
Do you have any idea why somebody might want to kill her?
Not exactly, but I wouldn't be surprised. Well, for one, that disco where she hangs out, she meets a lot of weirdos there.
The hospital just called. Mr. Raymond is conscious. Now we can check out that story of yours, Mr. Norris.
Lieutenant, I hear you have a suspect in that Norris woman's murder.
Well, who told you fellas that?
Oh, don't con us, Lieutenant. It's Carl Norris, isn't it? The victim's husband. Has he been officially charged yet?
All right, for the record, we're talking to a number of people. At this time, nobody is under arrest. You got that?
Can't you do better than that?
Talk to me later. Mr. Raymond, I'm sorry to bother you at a time like this, but just a couple of questions. You returned to Los Angeles last night from your beach house in Santa Barbara. Do you remember what time you got home?
Late. Very late. Had car trouble.
Was it before midnight or after?
More like 1.
Did you make the drive alone?
Oh, no. I don't drive anymore. My health.
Who was with you, Mr. Raymond? Who drove the car?
Carl.
Carl Norris, your son-in-law?
Yes. He's so good about it. And he loved Felicia so much.
Thank you, Mr. Raymond.
Hi, I'm looking for Penny Tremaine. Is she here yet?
Out there.
Ah, yeah, I see her now. Thank you.
Good luck.
I never had a client who could dance like that before.
JR, hi.
Hi, you know, you didn't look like a girl who was afraid somebody was going to kill her out there.
Look, home is for worrying. Out there, there's no space for bad thoughts. Come on, I'll show you.
Good luck. Oh, wait a minute. Now, that's the second time in about 2 minutes I've heard that. Would you please explain it?
I was afraid you wouldn't ask.
Look, why don't you just bug off?
No way. There's a law against what you do, baby. Russ Hart's law. And I'm going public with it. I want to see your kind become a seriously endangered species.
Well, what do you want to do? Get bounced out of here again? Is that what you want?
Not this time. No hands, see?
I want to dance.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I want to hear all of this.
You're wasting your time, friend. You're with none other than Miss Tease of the 20th century. I mean, what you see ain't what you get.
Come on, JR, let's dance.
Hey, look, we really can't talk out here. Isn't there some...
Never mind. I'll make some coffee.
Okay. Penny, that guy tonight, Russ Hart, quite a number he was doing about you.
Well, guys just expect more of me than I'm willing to give, and some of them get pretty upset about it.
Yeah, but enough to want to kill you?
Right there where you're standing, there used to be a small wooden chair. Frank Wilcox smashed it. I had to call the cops.
Penny, is it true what Russ Hart said?
Well, yeah, I guess so. But I really don't mean it to be that way, honest. I really would like to find a nice guy sometime, and I want him to hold me, and I want to love him. But something happens, and they just turn me off.
Well, maybe you just haven't found the right one.
It's a little late. Hello?
Hello, Penny. I just want you to know I'm sorry about your girlfriend.
What? Oh, who is this?
That was a mistake. Next time it'll be you. Next time you'll get what you deserve.
And you may be next, he said?
And he said Felicia's death was a mistake.
I couldn't really get a fix on his voice, though.
Oh, I knew it. I knew they were after me.
And you don't have any leads?
Yeah, there are some possibilities. I'll talk to a few of them, shake the tree a little. You know, I was thinking of your dancing partner, Gary Allen.
Oh, no, not Gary. I mean, we've never had any trouble. We're best friends.
Well, I know that, but you're together a lot. He knows a lot of the same people.
He could have seen something. Anything. You never know.
Yeah, he works for a place called the Oakwood Stereo Systems on North Olympic.
Well, he could be at the disco.
During the daytime?
They're updating the sound system, and he got the job.
Terrific. I'll drop you at work first.
Ooh, it's my first day at work. I think it's going to be kind of hard. I mean, it's Felicia's father's company, you know, and she got me my job there. Everybody's going to be asking a lot of questions.
Might be good for you. I mean to talk about it. Let everything out in the open. Little occupational therapy. You know where I'll be.
Penny, you didn't have to come back now.
Well, if you can be here, so can I.
Norris?
What are you doing here? Police still bothering you about this?
No, not police. Private investigator, J.R. Jones.
He's helping me, Carl.
Oh, yes. You were interested in the premise that they were after Penny instead of my wife.
Oh, Carl, I'm so sorry.
Hey, come on, none of that now. You better go plug in that coffee pot. You know what a bear I am before I get that first cup.
I'll pick you up after work, okay? Okay, let's see. Mr. Norris, you mentioned something about the disco, something about weirdos.
Oh, yeah, well, you know some of the types you can see in a place like that. I was in there a few times myself.
With your wife? Well, she was Penny's roommate. I just figured that...
Well, you're right, of course, but Felicia wasn't my wife then. When we did get married, I wouldn't let her go back there. I only wish I could convince Penny of the same thing, but it's like a drug with her.
That's too bad. I was kind of hoping you had. Well, you see, the kind of motivation we're talking about here in Penny's case is something recent, you know, spontaneous. On the other hand, if the killer hasn't made a mistake, well, I'm afraid we're talking about a whole other ballgame.
Then you're not convinced that Penny was the actual target?
Not really. I have to keep an open mind on a thing like this, Mr. Norris. Right up until the minute that the killer is signed, sealed, and delivered, you know.
As long as you find him, Jones. As long as you find the one who killed my wife.
Well, it's about time they let me overhaul the system. Did you ever see such a relic?
Penny tells me you're pretty good at this. Gonna go into business for yourself.
Yeah, that's my last job for Oakwood Stereo.
You and Penny get along okay, huh?
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
Any romance?
With Penny? You kidding? That wouldn't last 10 minutes.
Why not?
Her hang-up, man.
Oh, yeah. It really gets her in a lot of trouble, doesn't it?
Really?
You've actually seen it happen?
Yeah, it happened the night Felicia was killed.
You mean the guy she got bounced, Russ Hart?
Yeah, that guy's got him standing in line. You know, he's not used to that kind of action. Then they get laughed at, too.
Any others?
A few dozen, maybe. They come and go, you know.
And he's still hanging around here?
Tank Bronson. That's funny. He's the same guy that bounced Russ Hart.
You're talking about the big guy at the gate?
Yeah. He almost got fired on account of Penny. I mean, she was asking for it, you know. It's the same as the other time.
How long ago was that?
Well, a couple of months.
Oh, wow. Seems like an awfully long time to hold a grudge. Thank you, Gary.
Sure, anytime.
Oh, by the way, you knew Felicia when she used to come in here with Penny, didn't you?
Sure. She's a nice lady. I can't see anybody wanting to hurt her.
You're right. Thank you.
Calm down. Just calm down.
Well, somebody's out there threatening to kill Penny, and nobody's doing anything about it.
All right. What did the voice sound like?
Well, I didn't actually hear it. But somebody else did when he called the first time. Was that Jones guy.
J.R. Jones?
Right.
He knows about this. You excuse me a minute. I was just about to call you.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I didn't know you were busy.
Yes, I'm busy. finding out you're withholding information in a murder investigation, in case you've forgotten. Now, why didn't you let me know about that phone call to Penny Tremaine?
I was going to. That's why I'm here. What does he have to do with it?
She just got a second call in his office. Now, at least he let me know about it.
She got another call. Where is Penny?
At my office.
You left her alone?
There are over 100 people there.
In your office? I'll see you later.
You come back here, I want to talk to you.
Ya. Not too bad.
Oh, I'm sorry, JR. I just didn't feel like cooking tonight. Otherwise, I would have shown you how it ought to be done.
Ah, you're a good cook, huh?
Have you ever known a country girl from Iowa that wasn't?
Iowa? Got family back there?
Oh, I guess so. I ran away when I was 17.
Ah, strict parents.
Strict. Couldn't even breathe. I couldn't do what the other kids did. I didn't have any friends. I couldn't even go out on dates. JR.
Hmm?
Put your arms around me.
What?
Put your arms around me. Hold me. Please.
Penny? You're trembling. Penny, what's wrong? What is it?
It's a freak! That's what it is! Penny Tremaine, the freak! The tease! Oh. JR, what's wrong with me? Why can't I break their hold on me?
Penny, shh, shh, shh. Whose hold are you talking about? Are you talking about your parents?
My daddy in his Bible, sitting there in his big chair, reading out loud to me every night while my mother just sat there nodding her head, agreeing with everything he said. And I know that he said what he wanted to say, and I know he read what he wanted to read. I know that. It's just buried too deep.
Loving is a sin, right?
Oh, it's dirty. It's filthy. And so are men, all of them. Just ask my mother. When I was 8 years old, a little neighbor boy kissed me on the cheek. My parents saw it. My father took an electric cord from a toaster, doubled it in his hand, and whipped me until I bled, while my mother held me. And that was just the beginning.
Penny, that's over with. That's in the past. Now, look, you know the problem. That's half the battle. A little professional help. Now, take it easy. Now, take it easy. Now, maybe that's not him. Come on.
Hello?
Penny, maybe it'll be tonight. Maybe it'll be tomorrow night. All right, wise guy. You want to listen to? Go ahead. You're not going to save her.
He's in the phone booth across the street. Keep him talking.
Why are you doing this to me? Please. Who are you? When the phone went dead, I ran to the window and looked out. I saw somebody running from the phone booth and JR chasing him, but I didn't recognize him.
What about the car?
I never saw a car.
By the time I saw it was too dark to get a license number.
Please, can we wait till morning to finish this?
Of course. I've got everything I need. If it'll make you feel any better, I'll leave an officer here with you.
No, Lieutenant, I'm going to take her over to Betty's.
Fine, you'll be all right there.
Come here, I want to show you something. You say that's pretty fancy shooting?
I would. Yeah, we figure he was about 150 yards away.
Rapid fire, too. I heard him.
I think we're on the same wavelength, J.R. Any marksman that can group him like that can pretty much hit anything he wants to hit.
Mm-hmm. Or miss anything he wants to miss. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Well, what are you trying to say? That he missed me on purpose? I mean, what did I do? Imagine those phone calls?
Penny, look, don't you see the phone calls are part of it? The idea is to make the police think you're the target. So they're going to look for somebody in your background, not Felicia's.
And from what I know of it, it's worked.
I just can't believe that anyone would want to hurt Felicia.
Well, her husband has a motive, but he also has an alibi.
Penny, let me ask you this. What did Felicia's dad feel about Carl?
He liked him. I mean, he was gradually turning over control of the company to him.
Yeah, but if Felicia actually divorced him, would Mr. Raymond still keep him on?
No, he'd do what Felicia wanted. Every time she and Carl had a fight, she told him she'd see to it that he got fired.
Do you have any idea what these fights were about?
Yeah. You see, Carl had old-fashioned ideas. He wanted his wife to stay home all the time, and he didn't like the clothes that she wore or the friends she had. Well, you see, Felicia was young. She wanted to have fun, go dancing, you know.
Did Felicia ever get involved with anyone at the disco?
Well, there was Frank Wilcox.
What do you mean, the guy you got arrested?
Yeah, he tried to hit on her a couple of times, but she married Carl about then.
What about the other times that Felicia would leave Carl and stay with you? Did she go to the disco then?
Well, yeah, a few times.
Any relationships develop?
No, Frank tried, but she just wasn't interested in him.
You know, it's only 11:30. I think I'm gonna run over to the disco and nose around a little bit. I'll see you later. Hi, Dank.
I don't know you.
Sure you do. Don't you remember I was in here the other night looking for Penny Tremaine?
Ah. How did you make out?
Nice girl. Nice girl. I'm looking for Frank Wilcox tonight.
Not here.
Oh. Did you know Penny's friend, Felicia?
The one that got knocked off at her place?
Yeah. Can you tell me something about her?
You mean snitch on her?
Well, is there something to snitch about?
Hey, don't get smart. I don't know what you're after, but...
Look, I'm a private investigator. I'm looking into the murder of Felicia Norris. Now, I know all about your run-in with Penny, and I know that you're in a position to see a lot of things around here that nobody else does.
Well, that doesn't mean I'm going to share them with you.
Oh, well, with me or with the police, the choice is yours.
You want to know about Frank and Felicia, is that it?
For starters.
Forget it. He never scored.
Well, what about Russ Hart, the guy you threw out of here the night Felicia was murdered?
He was a newcomer. He never knew Felicia. Came back a couple of times after the hassle with Penny. He made a little noise about it, then took off with some chick. I haven't seen either one of them since.
Oh, come on, Tank. You can do better than that.
Okay. Felicia had a thing going with Gary Allen.
Penny's dancing partner. Oh, she never mentioned it.
Well, she didn't know it, but they were very cozy when Penny wasn't looking. Well, you know how hung up she is. And Felicia was married, so...
Thank you, Tank. Gary, did you get it all finished?
I have to glue it back together every night so they can use it. It's gonna take a long time to make the switch over, I tell you.
Yeah, listen, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure. It's kind of loud. Let's go over there.
It's about Felicia. You knew she was cheating on her husband.
Felicia? No way.
What do you mean, you didn't know?
No, man, I know she's straight. I mean, all she ever talked about was her husband, even when they had a fight.
Maybe you just didn't notice.
She was always with Penny, and Penny was always with me. How could I not notice?
You have a point there, yeah.
So, who's this mystery lover supposed to be, anyway?
I don't know. I thought maybe you could help me. Oh, thanks.
It's Gary. Hey, we gotta talk, man. Where can I meet you?
What do you mean they aren't convinced? I eased by there after you shot the window out and the cops came and then I hung around. They are so convinced they moved Penny out of her apartment.
Yeah. Then why was Jones asking me questions about Felicia's lover a half hour ago?
Nobody knew you said. Not Penny, not anyone.
Oh, man, I would have bet my life on it.
Yeah, well, maybe you still are. Unless we can really convince him. I mean, so there is no more doubt.
All right. Look, I'll make a couple of more calls. Another incident. Oh, man. I don't know why I ever bought your proposition in the first place.
Well, I know why. Because there isn't anything in this world you wouldn't do for money, that's why. Any guy who comes to me and says, hey, sucker, I'm making out with your wife, but I'll leave her alone for $5,000. Now, I know that's a creep who'll stoop to anything, particularly if I sweeten the pot to $20,000.
Okay. So I got rid of your wife, and you paid me off. And that's it. Period.
All right, Gary. Okay? That's the way you feel about it? I mean, you've got all that nice new equipment now, and you'll be opening up your new store soon. The only trouble is, it's gonna be kind of hard to run your business from death row.
Death row?
Yeah. Because when I fall, buddy, you fall. It's as simple as that. If they're checking out Felicia, they're pointing towards us. And there seems to be only one way we can head them off. Convince the police, once and for all, that Felicia's murder was a mistake. I mean, if Penny gets killed, who's gonna argue that?
Yeah, but you said they took her away. I mean, I don't even know where she is.
I do. I tailed them.
Oh, yes, that is exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you so much.
What did they do, declare a mistrial?
The defendant decided he'd be better off pleading second-degree murder.
So you won.
The people won.
And all without the benefit of the conservative suit the DA wanted you to wear.
That should please the moths.
Barnaby, we've got something on the Norris case that I think you should know about.
About the shooting. Betty filled me in on the telephone.
I went back to the disco and talked to the bouncer there. He told me that Felicia Norris was carrying on a secret affair with Gary Allen.
Penny's dancing partner?
Mm-hmm. Penny didn't even know about it.
You talked to Allen?
Mm-hmm, but I just told him that I heard about the affair, that we didn't know who the guy was, and that maybe he could help us out.
Well, you're getting to be downright sneaky, Jedediah.
Well, I've had a couple of good teachers.
From the look on your face, Mr. Allen probably said he didn't know anything about it.
He insisted that such a thing was impossible.
Well, it does give us somebody to ask questions about, doesn't it?
Such as whether Gary Allen was in the Army, and the answer to that is yes. Where on the rifle range he earned the grade of expert.
Are you attempting to prove that I am not indispensable around here? You certainly covered all the bases.
Well, except one. The second I left Allen last night, he ran for the nearest telephone.
An accomplice in an affair of the heart?
Suggests a couple of interesting possibilities, don't you think?
You tell Lieutenant Biddle?
Not quite. There's just one place I want to check out first.
And I'm going to take an early lunch at the apartment with Penny. That is, if you can handle things around here without us.
Her name's Felicia Norris. Now, you sure you've never seen her around Gary Allen's apartment?
Nah. I'd have remembered one that good looking.
course, he might have sneaked her in at night, but I doubt it.
How come?
Well, he hardly had any visitors at all.
What do you mean, he was a loner?
Well, about the only people that ever knocked on his door were salesmen. That one carpet guy must have come by 3 or 4 times. I remember I told Gary, the management decides when it's time to replace the rug.
Carpet guy? You sure that's what he was?
Well, there was a sign on his car right on the door, said such and such carpet company.
Raymond Carpet Manufacturing Company.
Jeez, I don't know. Could have been. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you wanted to know about that girl.
Not anymore. Thank you very much.
Oh, Riverdale.
That was good. I'm sorry that I have to head back to the office so soon. I imagine being cooped up here in the apartment all alone is not much fun for you.
Well, I guess it's better than being shot at.
True.
You know where I'd like to be? At the disco with Gary, rehearsing for the contest tonight.
It's a shame. I'm sorry that you have to miss that.
Yeah.
But I'll hurry back as soon as possible. And don't bother with the dishes, okay?
I won't. See you later.
Uh-huh.
What did you do? Forget some... Gary!
Hey, babe.
How did you find me?
Your friend Jones stopped by the disco last night, and he told me about that shooting and where you were, so I decided I'd drop by and pick you up. We still got some brushing up to do, you know?
You mean at the disco?
Yeah, I got the key. I'm working there, you remember?
Well, I know, but I mean, after all that's happened,
Yeah, especially after all that's happened. I know you, Penny. When things get heavy, there's only one place you want to be. On that dance floor. With the music wrapped all around you and the lights flashing so you can't see anything except what you're doing. Are you going to tell me I'm wrong?
Oh, you know you're not wrong.
Well, come on, you want to go win that contest, or you want to sit here and wish that you had?
Let me call Betty's office.
Hey, no, you're crazy. I mean, they'll only try to talk you out of going. Come on. Come on, man, let's go.
I'll get it, Barnaby. Barnaby Jones Investigations, may I help you?
Betty, is Penny there with you?
Oh, no, JR. She's still at my apartment.
Well, that's where I am. She's gone.
Did you find a note?
Barnaby, there's nothing. I looked everywhere.
Wait a minute. She said she was unhappy about missing the rehearsal at the disco with Gary Allen.
Wait a minute. I just connected him with Norris.
I'll meet you there, Jedediah.
I'll call Lieutenant Biddle.
I'm gonna give Betty a ring, Gary. You got a dime?
Nope.
Oh, come on. I know you got a dime.
You gotta earn it first. A dime a dance.
Gary! Gary, what's the matter? Gary?
Nothing. Come on, babe, let's boogie.
I was afraid I couldn't count on you anymore.
Carl!
It won't work, Carl. I can't do it.
You can't. I can.
What is going on here? What is this all about?
You, Penny. It's about you.
Oh, my God, no.
I'm sorry, Penny. It really wasn't supposed to come to this. Nobody was supposed to die but Felicia.
Please come. Please.
I have to protect myself, don't I?
Norris, hold it!
Give it up, Carl. Felicia on the way. He's behind that speaker.
All right, Barnaby, stay here. Don't get any closer.
We gotta go and get him.
I think he'll come to you. Just be ready for him.
It's all over, Norris.
Penny? Penny!
Pierre! I'm all right. I'm all right.
Bet you wish you were down there, huh?
Oh, well, not being in a dance contest is a small price to pay for being alive. Anyway, dancing doesn't seem to mean as much to me as it did. And after that doctor gets through with me, maybe it never will.
Well, still, it's a shame about the contest.
All you need is a partner.
Hey, it's a good idea.
I wasn't referring to you, Jedediah.
The silver fox is good.